We are live. What's going on, guys? What is going on? How's everybody doing? Figured I'd pop in for another stream, watch the rest of the hockey game. Leafs won, so obviously in a good mood. Very emotionally drained, though, I'll tell you that much. Holy smokes, man. Holy smokes. Leafs won, so obviously. Getting some playback here. Yeah, so very exhausted after that one, but figured I'd pop back on for another stream tonight, guys. See how everybody's doing, see what everybody's up to. Give you guys a few minutes to come on into the chat. Oh, kind of a late one, 10:26. Usually don't stream this late, but yeah. How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing? Rickaroo in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Rick, for I saw you upgraded your account earlier. Thank you so much for that, brother. Appreciate the support, man. BMO, what's up? Yo, yo, yo. Pluto, what's up, man? Good to see you. 11 p.m. there. You're only a half hour ahead of me, eh? Nice. Very nice. I'm here. Jasmy to the moon. 100%. Mary, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you guys are up. I didn't know how many of you guys would be kind of up and about and seeing what's going on. Micro Dips, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. See if we're live on X yet here. Yeah, we're running live. We are running live. All right, guys, if you're new or if you're watching the playback of this, make sure that you are smashing the subscribe button. Let's get the channel growing, guys, right? Anton, what's up, man? Good to see you. Batlander, what's up, man? Funky in the house. Dr. Green Thumb, what's going on? Check it out, man. KASPA's up 6.3%. Looking pretty good, man. Looking pretty good. Jasmy, almost 2 cents won. BTC, looking good, guys. Looking good across the board. XCN's looking definitely juicy. Look at that, XCN. I was telling people when XCN was down to 2018, I think it was, or 2019, I was saying, guys, scoop it up, man. Scoop it up. Hopefully some of you guys did. Great opportunities out there, man. XCN on fire today. Yeah, absolutely, man. I see we tied up the series. Go Maple Leafs. Yes, absolutely, man. Fantastic. Back to Toronto. Willie Styles will be back in the game, in the series, hopefully on Wednesday. That would be nice. You know, get a little bit more depth, spread it around a little bit, make it harder on Boston, right? I mean, nobody wants to see Boston make it to the second round anyway, right? I mean, it's Boston. Come on. Marchand is like eternally needs to be losing because that guy's just a weasel, right? So. All right, let's have a look at what's going on, guys. What do we have? I got a video to kind of kick things off. Check this out. Check it out. Bitcoin demand increasing and incoming daily supply just got cut in half. Economics 101 tells you the next 12 months could be fun for Bitcoin holders. Here's my segment on Bloomberg. Check this out, guys. Let me know if you can hear it.
What was it, last week or a week and a half ago? We were down around 60,000. You get a nice bump back up. 66,000 today, Shonali.
66,000, but still off those highs. Let's take that contrarian view too. Taking a look at Bitcoin climbing following the weekend's halving. Remember, the halving cuts the number of Bitcoin produced daily in half. We're going to discuss that more with Pomp Investments founder Anthony Pompliano. And I think you sit here on a Monday, calm after the storm, and you wonder, did it work? I mean, the halving worked, but did it really create that catalyst for crypto that everyone expected?
Yeah, one of the things that everyone wants to see is like the halving occurs and a minute later, all of a sudden the price goes up or down or sideways, what's going to occur. But what we've seen historically is that the halving does take some time to kind of work in. There was great research that came out of Bitwise, and what they showed was in the month before the halving, the average return over the last couple of bull markets has been 19%. In the month after the halving, it's been 1.7%. So you'd say, oh, if I look at it as a 30-day before, 30-day after, it doesn't really matter. But if you actually look at it over a longer time frame, let's say 12 months or 18 months, the halving has marked a point where then we go up. And so it's just classic economics 101, right? If demand stays the same and you take away half of the incoming supply, the price has to adjust up or down to accommodate everyone. I think that this time won't be any different.
You have to wonder how long the halving kind of works as a monetary theory, if you will, and a way to control the supply of Bitcoin. To your point, if demand stays the same, but at what point do you know that demand will continue at the same pace that it has? We've already seen a lot of those flows into the ETFs start to moderate.
Yeah, what's interesting is that Bitcoin actually, demand in terms of aggregate dollars is actually going up. And so what you would look at is you say, oh, there's lots of people who already own Bitcoin. Who else is going to buy Bitcoin? Well, the biggest pools of capital are still left. And so if you look at some of these large sovereign wealth funds, et cetera, the ETFs introduce a way for them to actually get price exposure without taking control of the Bitcoin. So you can imagine there's certain countries around the world that all of a sudden they were buying Bitcoin, taking self-custody. People would be asking some questions. Why are you doing that, right? Why are you taking your central bank reserves and getting it out of these other assets that the U.S. likes you to have it in? And so I do think that the ETFs will allow that price exposure. There are sovereign wealths that are going to go ahead and allocate to it. The question is just how much higher will Bitcoin go in this bull market? And that's what everyone's trying to figure out.
There was a lot of talk before we sort of ended up in this this new bull market. There was a lot of talk about regulation, right? Of course, you got whatever the SEC was trying to do, and then you had other regulators across the world basically trying to clamp down on this. You don't really hear about that much anymore. I think they kind of feel like, well, we've put out our proposals and, that's the best we can do.
Yeah. So I think that Bitcoin is the first asset that's kind of gotten through the regulatory gauntlet, right? Mm-hmm. And regulators around the world say, hey, this is not a security. This thing is kind of a digital gold, and we're okay with that and going to treat it that way. The other assets very much feel like they're still in the gauntlet, right? Yeah. And constantly there are regulators, both in the United States and elsewhere, trying to figure out how to classify these things. Mm-hmm. The nice thing about the United States capital markets is that usually the regulators figure it out. It may be tumultuous on the way there, but eventually they will reach some agreement and they'll all treat it the same way. And that'll provide clarity for people to go and start building in this industry in a way that I think is conducive to what we're trying to accomplish in America.
I know some of that regulatory risk has shifted away to Bitcoin, to some of the other digital assets, but there's also been a lot of talk about maybe a potential upswing for some of those assets as well. The idea that they haven't necessarily participated in the rally to the same extent as Bitcoin.
One of the most interesting things that people kind of wake up to coming out of the crypto world is there might be more degens on Wall Street than there are in the crypto world, right? If you say to someone, hey, you can get 10x leverage, if you say that there's 100x opportunity, there's a lot of people in suits and ties, they're going to pay attention. Yeah. And so I do think that we like to have a black and white world and say, oh, like all the risk takers are over here in crypto, all of the smart money is on Wall Street. But naturally, there are just as many risk takers, if not more, on Wall Street. And so what I think is now going to be a big narrative going over the next 12 months, how do those investors get access to those assets, right? And so you're going to see altcoin ETFs. You're going to see them start to create all kinds of different funds in the private markets, closed end, open end, et cetera, where they are going to try to get at these assets that they believe are asymmetric because they want returns. And there's not that many returns in other asset classes.
Anthony, I know you invest kind of across asset here. Do you think that at this point you would put more money into Bitcoin versus the big tech giants? Or do you start to take some chips off the table in Bitcoin as somebody who's been a traditional crypto investor and invest in normal way markets? I mean, which is a better risk asset to you at this point?
Yeah, there's a really interesting bifurcation that's occurring. If you're optimizing solely for return, I think people will continue to allocate to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies because they see it as a more asymmetric asset. It's got a bigger tailwind, more capital flowing in there. One of the things that people are not talking about yet, though, is people in the crypto industry who have built wealth up, when they go to a bank and they want to get a mortgage, they want to get some sort of loan, et cetera, the banks write their crypto assets to zero. And so now all of a sudden, if you show up and let's say you have $10 million of crypto and you have $100,000 in the bank says you're worth $100,000. And so what I do see a lot of people in the crypto world is they're starting to diversify slightly, not a ton, but slightly, because they're trying to actually say, look, I'm going to get married. I'm going to get kids. I'm going to try to buy a house. I got to go kind of live my life. And so I think it's going to be very interesting. The wealth generation in crypto starts to seek into these other asset classes.
And can they do that, though? Can they sort of provide that without actually giving up control or basically giving up ownership?
So this is where we're never going to have a competition, right? Yeah. Obviously, the legacy folks, if you go talk to the banks, their official position is, hey, we don't touch those assets. The younger people in the banks, they want these people to be able to interface with their financial services, et cetera. But right now, you've got to sell the crypto to be able to get fiat or kind of traditional assets put into the bank. Yeah. What I do think is happening, though, is there's people in the crypto world who say, well, why don't we just go offer those same financial services and we'll touch the crypto. You won't have to sell it. And I think that's where the competition is going to be. Will the old incumbents win, or will these new players come out on top?
All right, Anthony.
New players, baby, new players. That's right. Big things popping, little things stopping. What's going on? I don't know if it's real or not, but just seen some new that CEO of JASMY said Price of Jasmy will hit $16. You're probably reading about the KPIs, my friend. Volume's good. Nice. Max, my brother. What's up, man? Rob, scam. Hey, everyone. Max says, can't stay long watching the NBA playoffs. Have a great stream, Rob. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, brother. It's awesome to see you, man. It's awesome to see you, bro. Smash that like on both YouTube and X, says Max. You heard him, guys. You heard him. If you don't do it, consequences and repercussions across the board, right? So smash the like, smash the follow button, and smash the subscribe button. Smash everything. Smash your living room table. Smash it all. What's going on, guys? River, good job, Leafs. Proud of you. Yes, we did it. We got game 2, man. Back to Toronto. Willie Styles should be back in the series on Wednesday. Looks good, baby. Looks good. Tied it up. Yeah, very, very excited about that. Thank goodness. Dollar will fail. Absolutely, of course. As Grayscale not sold? No, there was no reports of Grayscale selling today at all. So I saw a thing that said Grayscale did a mini ETF. Yes, sir. And let me see. I covered that this morning, actually. In the live stream this morning, I covered that story. Cryptex Finance with a juicy pump tonight. Nice. I think pretty much everything had a juicy pump tonight, didn't it? Yeah, 33% jump. Very nice. Very nice jump there, man. Look at that. Pow. Fantastic. Yeah, didn't you mention this one, Fax? Didn't you mention this one like last week? I remember you talking about this one last week, and we looked at it. Very nice. Very nice call, brother. Should I move Jasmy coins to Ledger from Coinbase? I always am a advocate for keeping your crypto on a cold storage wallet as opposed to trusting exchanges with your money. Funky just figured with the Munu ETF. Munu? They're about done letting any go. Try to keep exiting customers from jumping ship. And $4. Yeah, so you're up. You mentioned it. It's up $1.57. Nice, buddy. Nice. Coinbase funds Seifu. Good evening, everyone. Man, I keep running late. I'm going to be sore from all these push-ups. You're only about 13 minutes late this time, man. At only $1 billion market cap, it's worth $100. Wow. Wow, yeah, that's actually a good deal. Where can we get this again? Right on Coinbase and Gemini. Oh, it got listed on HTX since then. I remember you said when we looked at it, it was only listed on Gemini and Coinbase, but those are two huge exchanges to be listed on. Very nice, man. Very nice call. Very good. Yeah, you can get it on MetaMask too, eh? Very good. Good call, man. Mini ETF. Oh yeah, the mini ETF. Yeah, like I said, I covered that story in this morning's live stream, for sure. So go back and check that out if you're interested in that mini ETF. I think it'll be successful. They'll make money on it. They're trying to prevent the hemorrhaging of money from everyone bailing out of their ETFs, right? So trying to make it back somehow. And honestly, a mini ETF is not a bad idea, really. It's not a bad idea. So good for them. Good for them. What else do we got, guys? Bitcoin Magazine says they said inflation was transitory. 21 million is forever. Bitcoin, absolutely. Right here they said inflation is it's transitory. Boop, 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 boop. It's comical. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. You know what I mean, guys? What else do we got? Welcome to the world of Jasmy products, innovations, and patents that cares about user data safety. Only one that's in crypto space. One with such a fantastic achievements so far and still going on. Absolutely, man. Check out the JASMY Secure PC. You got the Vio laptop there. Very nice, guys. You'll love to see it. You love to see it, guys. JASMY Secure PC for the win. This is absolutely hilarious. You can't write this stuff, man. You cannot write. Well, apparently you can because it's written, but you know what I'm saying. Guys, you remember we covered the debt box case exclusively. We talked about it every time there was an update, right? So here we go again. So the two lawyers resigned following the debt box sanction fiasco, says Bloomberg. Two lawyers from the U.S. SEC were forced to resign after a federal judge sanctioned the agency last month for committing a, quote, gross abuse of power while attempting to secure a temporary restraining order against Utah-based crypto company DebtBox, according to a Monday report from Bloomberg. Michael Welsh, a former lead attorney in the DebtBox case, and Joseph Watkins, an investigative attorney whose declaration served as the foundation for the SEC's case against DebtBox, were reportedly forced to step down or else be terminated, according to reports which cited people familiar with the situation. A spokesperson for the SEC declined to comment, but an April 15th court filing declared that Welsh is no longer employed by the SEC. Watkins' page says he's still employed by the agency. Last December, U.S. Chief District Judge in the District of Utah, Robert Shelby, wrote that he was concerned the commission made maternally false and misleading representations in their pursuit of a restraining order that undermined the integrity of the proceedings. Following Shelby's order, the SEC filed a response with the court admitting that its team fell short of standards but called sanctions unwarranted. In addition to apologies from Welsh and Watkins, the SEC Division of Enforcement Director Grewal personally apologized for his agency's shortfall in the case of December 21st, 2023 court filing. The agency also moved to dismiss the case without prejudice, meaning they would retain the ability to refile the case against DebtBox. But Shelby denied the motion, arguing that his court had, quote, not yet had occasion to evaluate the underlying merits of the action. Apologies were not enough to get the SEC out of hot water. In February, 5 Senate Republicans sent SEC Chairman Gary Gensler a letter blasting the agency for conducting itself in an unethical and unprofessional manner, and suggesting that other enforcement cases, it's hard not to laugh because Gary deserves this, other enforcement cases brought by the commission may be deserving of scrutiny. In March, Shelby ruled that the SEC had committed a gross abuse of power and ordered it to pay legal costs of DebtBox. The case is ongoing. So now these two lawyers for the SEC are forced to quit or get terminated when all they were doing was following the directions of the SEC. They were lying in court, but this is going to set a precedent, right? This right here is going to prevent a lot of lawyers from being willing to work for the current administration inside the SEC. Do you think any lawyer wants to go and work for the SEC and completely destroy their career by do you think that these two lawyers are going to get jobs anywhere now? Probably not, right? It's going to be very hard. They've lost all credibility. They got sent. It's like a death sentence getting sanctioned by a judge for unethical and dishonest actions in a courtroom. You're done, right? You're done. So other lawyers are not going to want to continue working for the SEC, especially seeing the way that the SEC threw these two lawyers under the bus, right? What lawyer is going to stand there and go, yeah, okay, you know, unless you don't care about your career, then maybe you will. But this is going to make it a lot harder for the SEC to acquire and retain quality lawyers in their outfit, right? So very, very bullish for crypto. Check out Peaks for me. Peaks, you freaks and you peaks. Peaks. On Solana. It's on Solana. Let me check out CoinMarketCap first here, brother. My freaks and my peaks. All I have is a liquidity pool here. It's not yet on. It's not yet listed. Low liquidity. $1.66 market cap. That's not so good. I could put $5 in here and be a whale. Am I on the right one? Pop-Tart eater. Something tells me I'm not on the right one, brother. I'm a $5 whale, man. Let me check out Dex Tools. Peaks on Solana. I assume it's on Solana, right? So what do we got here? Ugh, this. I don't know what to tell you, man. No, everywhere that I look, it looks awful. Market cap is it's not even a penny. What's the ticker on this, man? Is it Peaks? Because on CoinGecko, it looks terrible. On CoinGecko, the liquidity is $3. Yeah. Doesn't look great, brother. Doesn't look great. Brittany, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Guys, welcome the new people. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Make sure you guys are smashing that subscribe button if you're new. It'd be great to have you join us on a more permanent basis. That'll be awesome. That would be awesome. What else do we got? Funky. Just look at cost of grocery shopping in Alaska. That is the future prices we all get to look forward to in the next 10 years, maybe less. Yeah, but we'll be rich on an island somewhere, so it won't matter, man. River, I love the Canadian perspective. Glad I found you. Thank you so much, River. I'm glad you're here. I love your input all the time, too. Thank you for being so vocal and being here. It's awesome. GG has Gary Gitzel's got to go. What a disgrace. Yeah, no kidding, man. No kidding. Gare Bear's got to go. Morning, Philip. How are you, my friend? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Best news I've heard all day. Yeah, no kidding. Eh? Red day tomorrow, perhaps. I mean, it depends on Grayscale, man. If listen, I mean, I know we're kind of like walking on eggshells with this whole Grayscale thing, right? But who knows? Maybe they're done. Maybe they've slowed down, right? And that would be very, very bullish if they did. Apparently, I'm having trouble streaming on X, but anyway, whatever. Yeah, so I mean, we'll have to kind of play it by ear, right? We'll see day by day. We'll gain more and more trust as to Grayscale and whether they're going to dump or not. But they didn't dump today. Maybe we'll get lucky. They won't dump tomorrow. And they've created this new mini ETF fund, so we'll kind of see. Maybe things are changing a little bit here. Who knows, right? Like, who knows? We'll have to kind of play it by ear. Philip, Rob, what's your view on how Algorand will go at this time around? I have a fair amount. I love Algorand, man. I have a nice big bag of it as well, brother. I think Algorand's going to hit somewhere around $5 conservatively. I could see it hitting around 6 or 7 though, realistically. But $5 is kind of where I'm at conservatively on algo. I have quite a bit of Algorand. The JASMY, yeah, the JASMY King. Thank you, James. Nice to see you talking to Run My Crypto YouTuber. Yeah, he's a fantastic guy, man. He's a fantastic guy. It was great having him on. Absolutely, man. He's welcome anytime, anytime. Maybe we'll get him in for one of the JASMY roundtables too, right? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, guys. I love bringing in new perspectives, guys. I love bringing in different people, different perspectives. You know, kind of gives you guys different opinions other than just mine, right? Because I'm not king of nothing. I'm not always right, and sometimes somebody else has a different kind of position or perspective as me, and I like to bring that to you guys, right? So that you're getting a broader scope of, you know, of everything. So absolutely, man. Okay, so we read that. Check this out, guys. This is pretty cool. More news out of the East. Hong Kong officials urge self-regulation in crypto industry. The Hong Kong Securities and Futures Professionals Association advocates establishing a self-regulatory committee within the city's crypto sector. In a recent recommendation letter, the HKSFPA, say that 3 times fast, emphasized an organization's need to oversee industry development, highlighting a perceived imbalance in regulatory focus. According to the HKSFPA, Hong Kong's financial sector is overly fixated on supervision without a corresponding body to foster overall industry growth. To address this gap, the association proposes the formation of a self-regulating entity, suggesting that the Securities and Futures Commission delegate licensing authority to industry stakeholders. Under this framework, the SFC would maintain oversight of market conduct while relinquishing licensing powers to a consortium representing various sectors, including the securities, futures, asset management, and virtual asset industries, balancing oversight and development. While advocating for self-regulation, the HKSFPA acknowledges the importance of balancing oversight and industry advancement. The recommendation underscores the need for Hong Kong to maintain competitiveness in the global financial landscape while consolidating its status as an international financial hub. However, the call for self-regulation comes amidst global scrutiny of cryptocurrency oversight. Recent developments in jurisdictions like Lithuania, say that 3 times fast too, where regulation reforms are underway following compliance lapses and financial misconduct within the crypto industries, serve as a cautionary tale. Notably, the SFC's greenlighting the ETFs by issuers like Harvest Fund Management and Basira Asset Management on April 15th underscores Hong Kong's openness to crypto innovation. Additionally, the regulators issuing official virtual asset licenses to exchanges such as Hashkey and OSL demonstrates the city's commitment to fostering a conducive environment for crypto-related businesses. As Hong Kong navigates the landscape of crypto regulations, the call for self-regulation represents opportunities and challenges. The city aims to strike a delicate balance between regulatory scrutiny and market innovation by fostering industry-led oversight mechanisms. However, the effectiveness of such an approach will depend on collaborations between industry stakeholders and regulatory authorities to ensure the integrity and stability of Hong Kong's crypto ecosystem. It's fantastic to see the East working so hard between the industry and the regulators to collaborate to foster innovation and adoption of the digital asset space. This is fantastic stuff we're seeing out of the East, guys. And Gary looks more and more like a complete nincompoop the more this news comes out. And yes, I did say nincompoop. So, yes, Deathpank says hit the like and subscribe. Absolutely, guys. Listen to Deathpank. He knows best, guys. He knows best. Because, I mean, if you're watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you even doing with your life at this point, right? I mean, you got to start questioning everything. So absolutely click that subscribe button, guys. What else do we got? Oh yeah, we got more news about the SEC. That's right. That is right. So we got breaking news here. Ripple asserts that the SEC's remedies declaration should be completely dismissed. The SEC depended on expert witnesses' testimonies and to produce it, which was submitted well past the deadline for remedies experts. Ripple was not given the opportunity to depose the witness. The SEC's dirty tactics once again on display for the whole world to see. So here's the document here. I'm not going to read it in this stream because it's long and I don't want you guys to click away. So basically, Ripple has filed the motion to strike new experts' material. So basically, they're just saying, like, guys, like, yeah, as we all know, the SEC is asking for $2 billion, which is absolutely like obese amount of money that they're asking for. Rob, what's your stand on staking around this time for the bull market, especially extended lockups for 12 months? I don't participate, Shane. I do not participate, not after everything that happened with Celsius and everything else. I know people who got completely wrecked, and I don't participate in that stuff, my friend. It's too risky, right? The risk to reward is not worth it, guys, in my opinion. River, he said nincompoop. I did. Cardano and Polygon and a few others will be the biggest disappointments in this bull run, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, their market caps are so high already, and I agree. There's going to be a lot of newer projects that are definitely going to start taking the top 50, top 20 by storm, right? Stuff like KASPA, for example, right? Stuff like Pith, stuff like Ondo, right? These new projects that are coming in, they're going to start to take, you're going to see a whole lot of projects start to take the top 50 by storm, right? And you see a lot of these other projects. It happens every 4 years, guys. Like, it's nothing against older projects. You'll still make some money. Like, listen, people who have Cardano and Polygon and stuff like that, you're still going to make good return on investment. But not like you would if you were buying something like KASPA or Pith or Ondo or Aerodome Finance. Like, there's so many others out there that would be fantastic picks, right? Give you better return on investment, lower market caps. Don't hear that anymore. Yeah. Way too much competition for Polygon right now. Polygon had its huge 300. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They've had their biggest returns already. I agree. They've had their biggest runs. They'll still have good runs, but not, not like what we're going to see in a lot of these newer projects. I agree. I do concur, my friend. I do concur. All right. What else do we got? Oh, yes. Pomp, bring in some more of that fire. So I'm not going to play this because it's half an hour long, guys, but the sum of it is basically the world's first Bitcoin life insurance company, guys. How big is that? They raised money from Sam Altman, Lachie Groom, and Google's VC arm to do it. Everything is denominated in Bitcoin, including their P&L and policies. Fascinating idea. Full episode, blah, blah, blah. Very, very interesting, guys. We're now seeing the very first Bitcoin life insurance company, right? So these are some of the more long-term companies that are going to hold Bitcoin more long-term, right? So very, very interesting. We're going to start to see this kind of stuff pop up more and more. That's utility. That's adoption, guys. That's massive news. Any thoughts on yes, very, 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 very nice project. I get asked about that one all the time. AZERO, right? Yes. I've been asked about this one quite a few times. All-time high 2 years ago, $3. I mean, it's an okay project. I mean, it's, I guess you could say I'm neutral. Oh, sorry. I guess you could say I'm neutral. It's a $250 million market cap already, right? What tags does it have? Smart contract, layer one. Yeah. I just think if you're going for layer ones, there's newer layer ones with lower market caps that are going to perform much better in this bull run, in my opinion. So, like stuff like Nets, I'm super bullish on Nets. It's, even though it's at 2 cents right now, I've been scooping more up, man. Like 2 cents? Are you kidding me? My average buy-in before that was 9 cents. I've lowered my buy-in significantly because of the price right now. So I just think there's better layer ones out there to get you better returns, in my opinion. What we got? Lark says people of Hong Kong are allowed to own Ethereum ETFs. Meanwhile, the US says you're not allowed to own Ethereum ETFs or participate in airdrops because the SEC is protecting you. But if you want to get rich quick, why don't you go to a casino or buy a lottery ticket? It's funny because it's true, guys, right? That's the thing. I'm holding JASMY till it hits 90 cents, $1.20 long term. Nice. Good plan. River, agreed. Absolutely, I agree. Yeah. So, guys, also make sure you're joining the channel as a member or the Patreon. You don't want to miss that. I got some more content uploaded today to the Patreon. Very bullish about that. Very excited about that. Make sure you check it out. What else do we have? Boom. Just in, Morgan Stanley filed a application basically to add Bitcoin exposure in 2 of their funds, the Discovery portfolio and the Growth portfolio. Morgan Stanley also filed for Bitcoin ETF exposure in a dozen funds earlier this month. Morgan Stanley has sent Bitcoin compliance and education materials out to all advisors 3 weeks ago in preparation to approve Bitcoin ETFs for its network of advisors to sell to clients. Morgan Stanley has $1.5 trillion in assets under management. Guys, they know which way the wind is blowing, right? They know which way the wind is blowing. You'll love to see it. What do we got? Look at JASMY on the 15. Just kind of can't make up its mind, eh? Can't make up its mind. What are we doing on the daily? Looking juicy in the daily, guys. Bouncing around inside this bullpen. It's still same with Bitcoin. Looks good to me, man. Looks good to me. Only a matter of time before we break on out. Wrath of Condiment says further details about Ripple's ODL sales. Although Ripple's subsidiaries began ODL sales before the SEC filed its complaint, the number of counterparties and sales was small. 3 ODL contracts, only 2 of which had results in actual ODL sales. Man, this is coming out to light, and the SEC is going to get like no money. They're going to get like pennies on the dollar, if that. Pennies on the pennies is what they're going to get. Absolutely hilarious. So Gary wasted over $200 million of taxpayer money in this lawsuit, and he's going to get nothing in return, basically. DXY looking kind of dumpy on the 15. You'll love to see that. What does it look like on the hourly? Looks like it's a little bit of an M formation here, right, on the hourly, guys. Maybe we can get a dump to the downside there. What's the 3-hour look like? Looks kind of like a bull pennant, to be honest with you, on the 3-hour, right? Kind of looks like a bull pennant here, guys. I'm hoping that it doesn't break to the upside, guys. I really, really am, but you know, we are starting to see some bullish patterns on the you know, on the DXY. Like, look at that. That's not good, guys. If that breaks to the upside, crypto's going to crash. So I can't just bring you good news, guys. I got to bring you the truth. You know what I'm saying? And then look at the daily too. That's a bull flag if I ever seen one, man. So very, very scary. Very, very scary. Hopefully it does not break to the upside. What does the weekly look like? I mean, we could see this. I'm just playing around here, guys, but you could see this kind of breaking to the downside, right? On the weekly. I don't know. Kind of got a bit of a channel there. Usually break to the downside. What does the monthly look like? Same thing on the monthly. Yeah, like, I don't know. We're getting mixed signals here, guys. We're getting bearish signals. We're getting bullish signals on the DXY. It's good that these higher time frames are looking bearish, though. That's the thing, right? So, yeah, we'll have to keep playing it by ear, guys. We'll have to keep playing it by ear. But this needs to break to the downside. That's all I know. That's all I can tell you, right? That's all I can tell you. If it breaks to the upside, well, then I guess we're screwed. More and more bullish news every day. Absolutely. Any thoughts or predictions on Helium Mobile, ticker Mobile? I own Mobile. It should do okay. It should do okay. I could see it reaching somewhere around that 15 cents, 20 cents, maybe something like that. Did I MII? Crypto Goddess, how are you? Hey, Rob, where do you see the price of nets going? I'm targeting somewhere around $2 for nets, to be honest, but I think it could go higher. But $2 is where I'm targeting to get my butt out of there. Did I miss the live stream with Run My Crypto? Yes, you did. We did that a few hours ago. You'll have to go back and watch that, my friend. DCA on Thursday in prep for the weekend pump. Nice. Nice. You love to see it, guys. All right, what else do we got? Yeah. So guys, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button for me, right? Let's keep the channel growing here. Got to keep it going. Got to keep it growing. You know what it is, guys. You know what it is. Kind of a quiet little Monday night here, right? So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's all the bullish news I have for you tonight. Try to give you more, but I will have the charts live streaming a little bit later. And hopefully we see a nice break to the upside here on JASMY and Bitcoin on the charts. Where are we at here? Okay, so yeah. I'll have that streaming a little bit later, guys. Make sure you guys are here for that. Again, guys, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, hit the like button, help a brother out. Join the Patreon. The link is in the chat for that, or in the description of pretty much every video. And join the member side as well, guys. A lot of good stuff out there. And I think did I put out? Was that today? Yeah, I put out another Swift video I put out today too, guys. So make sure you're checking that out. And yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you tonight. So Nux game 2 tomorrow. What's the score in the Edmonton game anyway? I don't even know. I'm gonna check right now. What is the score in the Edmonton game? Wow, 4-2 for Edmonton. Nice. Very nice. Love to see it. Love to see it, man. All right, guys. Well, that's about all I have for you. Again, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, guys. Click the join button. Become a member. Join the Patreon. Support the channel. Your support is always greatly, greatly appreciated, guys. So definitely do that. If you like me bringing the guests, the special guests over and stuff like that, the interviews, all that stuff. Should have Jesse back on the channel in the next couple days. We've been I talked to him yesterday, I think it was, and you know, we're eager to get him back on the channel, so we'll probably have a chat coming up next week as well. And of course, my good buddy Max, you know, I got to have Max on soon, probably the next few days. I'll see if Max wants to pop in, but see how he's feeling. I know he's watching his NBA right now, so he's busy with that, and I get it. Hey, hockey playoffs is where I'm at, right? So, all right, guys. Well, yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow morning for the live stream, and I got some more content to upload to the Patreon tonight as well. So, so check that out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate all of you.